6 still alive. What are your thoughts on the day?
Well, it was a long day. We got here at 8:30, and what time is it now? So we've earned our money today. But obviously really excited for Jacob Frost. That was a big win for him, and deservedly so. And everybody else, we got 5 guys fighting in the backside. Obviously Evan Bockman was just a shell of himself and what he's capable of, and that's one tough guy. Like most people would have, everybody tried to talk him out of wrestling today, and he wasn't having it. He's one tough guy. We can get 100 more like him in terms of toughness. We're going to be just fine. And the other guys, it's about how ready they're to go tomorrow morning. They got 2 matches in the morning, and then the blood round tomorrow night. So we got to live to fight another day.
Jacob Frost lost to Alirez 11 days ago, 8-2. What were those adjustments in the last 11 days that he made to come out on top today?
Well, we made some adjustments. We knew that he was really good at reattacks, and we were smarter about that. And he just stayed in there and fought, and so really good for him. Like, that was good. And he rode him hard, and we had to ride him hard. So, he's a tough customer, really consistent guy.
What's your message to your other guys that are still fighting their way through the back?
Be excited tomorrow, because, man, you're the second day of a national tournament, and you don't get to do this but once a year, and for some of you, not very many times in your career. So, be excited. So we'll be back over here weighing in tomorrow morning at 10 and getting it going at noon.
Evan Bockman was here, only one season, of course. Like you said, you've consistently called him tough. What do you hope Evan Bockman takes away from his 1 year at Iowa State?
Well, I think besides the injuries, it's funny, he got hurt in Vegas wrestling Keckeisen, and then he got hurt at the Big 12s wrestling Keckeisen. And that's not saying anything negative about Keckeisen at all, because he's not a dirty guy, but he's a tough guy. And Bockman fights every position. And, in December we fought a cradle and popped a cartilage. At the Big 12s, we fought a takedown and popped our knee. So I think if you ask Evan Bockman what kind of experience he had at Iowa State, I think that'd be a good question to ask him. But I think he'd give great reviews, and we give great reviews.
Tough loss for Herrera right at the end there. What can he take away from a tournament like this as a true freshman?
He got a lot of experience this year. That was kind of a man against the boy. We got a lot of 6th-year guys here, and he's a first-year guy. So the maturity and the experience was evident there, even though he fought hard and took that match to overtime. And he's a great competitor. He's got to work on a lot of things. He competes really well. He just has to have that kind of same intensity when he trains, and that's just being young.
Talk me through what it was like coaching Pinheiro in that last match today.
He figured out how to get his hand raised. I guess I'll just leave it at that. It's not how we want to win. So.
And then looking at Aiden Riggins, he has, continually improved, and he looked pretty upset after his win today. I know it wasn't quite what he thought it was going to be. Talk about what you've seen out of him this tournament.
A lot of improvement lately. He's already won 2 matches, so him and Jacob Frost, the only guys that have won 2 matches at the NCAA tournament right now. So that's pretty good for him, considering where he started out at. He's made a lot of improvements for us. I'm proud of him.
And then you've said this before, that when you come to the tournament, you kind of live and die with your guys through every single match. When you think of that answer you've given before, how do you feel about it today?
Oh, there's some life and some death, and so you die a little bit with them when they lose tough matches. Then you got to get the next guy ready to go. So yeah, I'll be back over there. So yeah, it's a roller coaster.